I don't play any role in it, to be honest. I feel like my label made a statement, and there's not really much else to say about it. To be
What's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? I'm down to do the little things. I'm down to do the promise this time won't go to waste. I'm tripping, I've been sipping this out.
For years, no one recognized her face. Arriving on November 3, 1994, in London, England, Ella Mai transformed setbacks into a $6 million legacy and ultimately secured a Grammy Award. Her ascent was bold and moved countless people, yet in this imagined version, a development emerged that threw the internet into chaos. In August 2024, as the world watched her career ignite, she was quietly expecting NBA champion Jason Tatum's child. The discovery brought an intense new dimension to her remarkable path. This is the tale of how a girl dismissed on national television rose to become R&B royalty, ignited one of the wildest controversies the genre had ever seen, secretly dated an NBA megastar, and became a mother without the world even realizing she was expecting. And believe me, the chaos is only beginning. Back in 2014, Ella Mai stepped onto the X Factor UK stage as part of a three-member girl group called Arise. Simon Cowell, the man famous for shaping or shattering careers with a single remark, took one look and shut them down. They didn't even survive the earliest round of cuts. The cameras lingered on Ella's quiet heartbreak, the kind that hangs heavy in the air. And then, like always, they shifted toward the next dreamer waiting in line.
Got 4 yeses, everyone was so excited. And then we got to the next stage, which was the arena stage, and got 4 no's, and everyone was just like confused.
Most people would have thrown in the towel right there. Being rejected on national television is harsh, unforgiving. But Ella wasn't like most people. She enrolled at the British and Irish Modern Music Institute in London, diving into music production and vocal performance, while everyone from her X Factor days slowly faded from memory. But here's what sets Ella apart. She wasn't only gifted, she was deliberate. While her peers chased record deals and fleeting fame, Ella was quietly constructing something that would last. She began sharing covers and original tracks on Instagram and SoundCloud, nurturing a small but loyal audience. Nothing exploded overnight. Nothing went viral, just steady, genuine music. By 2015, at only 21, Ella released her debut EP, Troubled. Independently, the EP earned respectable streaming numbers in the UK, but it wasn't life-changing. She remained largely unknown, juggling regular jobs, still questioning whether music could ever truly sustain her. Then in 2015, something occurred that would alter her trajectory. It wasn't a viral hit or a stroke of luck, it was a simple DM from a producer who saw potential that the rest of the world hadn't yet noticed. DJ Mustard, the West Coast hitmaker behind hits for YG, Ty Dolla $ign, and Rihanna, happened upon Ella's Instagram page while scrolling. He listened to her tracks and immediately recognized something rare, a voice that conveyed deep emotion without over-singing, lyrics that felt authentic, and a contemporary twist on 90s R&B that sounded entirely fresh. Mustard contacted her directly. He wanted to bring her onto his label, 10 Summers Records, which had a distribution partnership with Interscope. For Ella, this was the turning point. A respected producer, major label support, and an opportunity to collaborate with someone who truly got her sound. In 2016, Ella Mai relocated from London to Los Angeles, leaving behind all that was familiar to pursue a dream that had once turned her away. She was 22, in a foreign country, working alongside a producer who believed in her, but with no promise of success.
I was on my way to the studio and she sent it to me again, like, you really should check her out. And I just DM'd her, and then I was...
Between 2016 and 2018, Ella Mai put out 3 EPs under 10 Summers Records, Change, Ready, and Ella Mai. Each release highlighted her growth, her vocal versatility, and her knack for crafting songs that felt both intimate and relatable, yet mainstream recognition still slipped through her fingers. Radio stations weren't spinning her tracks. Major playlists didn't feature her music. While industry insiders were aware of her talent, the general public remained largely oblivious to who Ella Mai was. Then came February 2018, and everything shifted in the most surprising way. Boot Up, a song she had dropped months earlier on one of her EPs, suddenly went viral on social media. It wasn't orchestrated. There was no marketing push. People simply stumbled upon the track, using it in dance videos, relationship clips, and romantic montages, letting the song spread organically. The track skyrocketed from a few thousand streams a day to hundreds of thousands, and soon after, millions. Stations that had long overlooked Ella Mai suddenly couldn't get enough of Boot Up. It surged up the Billboard Hot 100, eventually reaching number 5 and holding a spot in the top 10 for weeks on end.
What if one day I'm like driving down the road and I hear my song on the radio, and then it actually happens and you're like, what is going on? I still get as excited every time as if it's like, as if I haven't heard the song before.
By the summer of 2018, Boot Up had become the anthem of the year. Wedding receptions, backyard barbecues, romantic playlists, everyone had Ella Mai on repeat. In just a few months, she went from unknown to inescapable. Big brands sought partnerships. Award shows wanted her on stage. Fellow artists were eager to collaborate. In October 2018, Ella dropped her self-titled debut album, Ella Mai. The record debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and quickly went platinum. She had finally arrived after years of grinding in the shadows. The world could no longer ignore her. But with success came something Ella hadn't anticipated: drama. And the controversy that unfolded would shape how the public saw her for years to come. In September 2018, R&B singer Jacquees dropped a remix of Ella's song Trip without her consent. He labeled it a Q mix and uploaded it to YouTube and SoundCloud. Within days, Jacquees' version was racking up more streams than Ella's original. Fans began commenting that his take was superior, and some radio DJs even started playing his remix instead of her track. Ella's team, with DJ Mustard leading the charge, issued a cease and desist, forcing Jacquees to take the remix down from every platform. The internet erupted. Fans accused Ella of being jealous, insecure, and petty. Jacquees went public with his complaints, implying that Ella felt threatened by his abilities.
I could drop a record today and you could download it and put it on iTunes. It's up to them whether they want to snatch it or not. And you could put Jacquees anything on there, you feel me? And it'll look like it's coming from me or anything. You know, I think that was the case.
Ella spoke out on Hot 97, clarifying that it wasn't personal, it was strictly business. The track was climbing the charts, and an unauthorized remix was causing confusion for streaming platforms and radio programmers. But the damage had already been done. The story quickly spread. Ella Mai was jealous of Jacquees.
I didn't play any role in it, to be honest. I feel like my label made a statement, and there's not really much else to say about it, to be honest.
Even by 2023, 5 years on, Jacquees maintained that Ella still had him blocked on social media and wouldn't engage with him. The feud became part of R&B lore, a cautionary tale about remix culture and the complexities of artist rights. Meanwhile, as the industry argued over who was in the right, Ella remained focused on her craft. In February 2019, she attended the 61st Annual Grammy Awards and took home Best R&B Song for Boot Up.
The dynamic that we have at 10 Summers is not your typical label dynamic. We're like family. Mustard is a great guy. He's always believed in me.
She was outshining established artists and demonstrating that viral success could also earn serious critical recognition.
Trying to take it all in. I think I've dreamt about this moment ever since I was a little girl. So just to be here and really be like surrounded by such amazing people and on such an incredible night, I'm really...
She was 24, a Grammy winner, and one of R&B's biggest stars. Yet one part of her life remained completely off limits: her romantic world. In 2019, whispers began that Ella was seeing NBA superstar Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. Born March 3, 1998, Tatum was already one of the league's brightest talents, a 5-time NBA All-Star who would eventually claim an NBA championship in 2024 and an Olympic gold medal with Team USA. Still, Ella and Jason never publicly acknowledged their relationship. No red carpet appearances together, no Instagram couple posts, no official statements. Their romance was so tightly guarded that even their closest industry confidants weren't sure if it was real. In a time when celebrity relationships are constantly broadcast and monetized, their secrecy seemed almost suspicious.
Peace your home. I'll be the queen, you put your crown on.
Then came August 2024, and Ella Mai's biggest secret exploded into the public eye. After Team USA men's basketball won gold at the Paris Olympics, Jason Tatum was photographed celebrating, and in his arms was Ella, holding a newborn. The internet went wild. Ella Mai, the queen of privacy, had carried and delivered a baby in total secrecy. No maternity photos, no posts, no leaks. Fans couldn't believe it. How did she perform, travel, and work without anyone noticing? Simple. Ella Mai values privacy over publicity, even in 2025. She hasn't confirmed the baby or her relationship with Tatum. At 30, she's a Grammy winner, platinum artist, with a $6 million net worth and a fiercely protected family. Music remains her focus. Her new single, Tell Her, hints at a sophomore album, created with top producers, proving Boo'd Up was no fluke. In an industry addicted to constant buzz, Ella moves on her own terms. Quiet, calculated, untouchable, and undeniably in control.
Fans are go in and have nothing and just listen to a bunch of beats, then like most of the time we'll start with the hook because that's the easiest thing to build around once you have.
Ella Mai's relationship with Jason Tatum remains shrouded in mystery. Though he has hinted at commitment in interviews, both fiercely guard their family's privacy, keeping their child away from the media circus. But secrecy hasn't erased past drama. The Jacquees episode still sparks debate in remix and cover culture circles. Some call her overly protective. Others defend her right to control her art. Ella stays unbothered, focused on building a lasting legacy over chasing clicks or fleeting fame. Her low profile and selective appearances fuel her mystique. Unlike peers glued to social media and interviews, Ella appears on her terms, vanishing when she chooses. Recently, she's been spotted at exclusive industry events, performing occasionally, but mostly living life outside the spotlight. Crafting longevity over viral moments, family remains central to her journey. A mother who encouraged her despite rejection, a father who backed her move abroad, and relatives who believed when Simon Cowell didn't. From an X Factor no to Grammy-winning success, platinum records, and motherhood, Ella carved her path without selling her personal life or letting controversy define her. She built a $6 million career by trusting her voice, guarding her peace, and unapologetically playing by her own rules. Ella Mai is exactly who she wants to be, and she isn't answering to anyone.